This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Hello to all of our viewers and listeners out there. You are watching INCRadio, Sacramento.
Whenever we need him, he's always there. There's no one else who does what he can do. Each time we seek him, oh, he always cares. Don't ever fear, he's just a prayer away. Oh, na na na. Oh, na na na.
Hello po.
Looks like we're on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to INCRadio Sacramento. I'm your host, Ron. And with me today, we have a good friend of mine. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm a good friend of Ron. He's kind of my idol, but I'm Kate Nice. I'm also from Sacramento.
This is Kate Nice from Sacramento. And today, as you come with us on our journey to learn how to live a simple life here on INCRadio Sacramento, we'll be talking about decluttering your mind through journaling. It's not like something that I typically do, but my friend here, Cadence, is actually a big fan of journaling. So we're gonna be kind of talking about like just how it's done and like what goes into journaling. So we'll just jump into the topic. So the first question that I'm gonna ask you is, what specific type of journaling, if it's like a free writing, gratitude list, or bullet journaling, do you find is the most effective for decluttering your mind?
Just like an open canvas, but how I got into it was because in high school, I didn't like the journals that the school would give you. Not journals, the planners.
Oh, so you use it like
as a planner.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was like, okay, I don't like the design. So I started making my own.
Okay.
And then I started making a calendar with it. And that became, okay, well, I need to write down something that doesn't involve my plans.
Mm-hmm.
So then it just ventured into both a planner and journaling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, do you use it for like, because I always thought like journaling was like to, like in my mind, like, you watch on TV or like movies and stuff, they always like, dear diary. Today I did like, is that something that you normally do now?
No.
Or is it still kind of like, here's what I need to get done today? Like, or do you use it almost like a to-do list?
All of the above. I made a promise to myself that when I do these, only happy moments.
Oh, that's nice.
And any sad moments, I save that for prayers, but only good memories, only like, or if there was something bad that happened that day, it would just be like, I messed up, but tomorrow will be better. I try not to write anything too sad or too depressing, because it might feel like, I think it just takes too much out of me. So I reserve that for
okay. Like, so, I mean, that's like, so is that what like someone would call like a gratitude list?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. Like, cause my thing is that like I always thought of journaling as like you're basically recording what it is like what happened that day.
Yes.
Right. And then so like in my head, it's always the idea of like I'm gonna write down everything, which is why like for me like I have like a pretty short attention span. Like it's hard for me to sit down, even typing. Like it's hard for me to sit down and be like, okay, this is what happened today. I did this and that. This was cool. This was not cool.
So I try to think of like, what would future me like to remember about this day?
That's
because I have bad memories. So I'm like, okay, say I went out to eat. Am I going to care that I had a super cold drink? Probably not. But I'm probably going to enjoy the meal that I ate, and I'll talk about that.
Okay. Have you like even like in the last like year, Have you looked at anything? Well, actually, let me ask you this: how long have you been journaling? 'Cause you started in high school, right? So
Yeah, let's count that. So since high school, I graduated in 2010. So since then, but I've always been a fan of like stationery or any cute paper things. Because in the Philippines, my mom owned like a sari store, which is just like random things in a store, especially when you're in the market in the Philippines.
Shout out, mom.
Shout out to my mom. She sold anything between shoes to school supplies to like hair care products. And whenever she had like cute stationery stuff, she'd be like, "No, you can't have that because I have to sell that." So I'd always be envious and like, oh, I wish I had that. So now that when I got older and I could buy my own stuff, then I just started collecting it, and I was like, well, I have all this paper. What am I supposed to do with it?
Okay. I see you also brought a bunch of stuff. You want to go ahead and like share?
Yeah.
Like,
so here's where I declutter. I started this year. A friend of mine gave me this notebook, and I asked her, what does she do with it? She said, oh, I journal. And that's when we found out that, oh, we both journal.
Oh, okay.
And so here's a good one. And she had all these like cute little tapes.
If you bring it up closer to the camera.
Portable camera that takes pictures. So
don't read it, though. Don't read it. No one read it.
But this is just like that day we had like a mini reunion with friends. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. We celebrated our friend's daughter's birthday. So it's just like
shout out friend's daughter.
It was just a very good day, and I took pictures, and then we journaled that same day. And then this one, my husband and I had a date night.
Okay.
And I kept the movie tickets, but sadly the movie tickets now don't print well. So it faded. Just note to self, they don't print well anymore.
Yeah, you gotta put it in like a laminate.
And and then sometimes like I don't want to stress myself out to writing every single moment. And then it has to be in chronological order. So sometimes when I'm like, oh, I forgot I did that thing that day, but I already passed it. So now I'll just write in here, hey, rewind, because I skipped the day. And then I'll just write about it again. And throughout the day, I'll keep like little things that I could glue on here. So if they had a business card or stickers or something flat that I could put in here, then I'll keep it. So for example, I like to take a pay for stickers, not to take.
Yeah.
And if I remember to bring my camera that day, then I take a picture and I put it on here.
Okay. This is a Polaroid.
Yes.
You ever see those cameras now? They like just print them straight out. Like those are cool.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it's like also like an old thing that like we went back to it.
Yes. And people are buying, people are now buying disposable cameras.
Oh, that's so odd.
Well, back then it was.
You take the picture and then you throw away the camera.
Yes.
Like you never get to see the picture.
You don't even know if it was taken well.
I know.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
It is.
But I do my best to just put the good moments here, and then like a year later, so I read it like, oh, that was a good day.
Yeah. That's actually really like. So like, do you do that like every day?
No.
Okay.
It's too much. It's too taxing, and if you want to make it all
that's 365 pages.
Yes, it's too much. And there's nothing interesting about going to work on a Monday. No one cares about that.
Unless something interesting does happen.
Unless something interesting happens, I happen to want to write about it.
Okay. Yeah, that's like, I just find it so hard because like I'm not the kind of person who can like sit down and like write stuff. We were actually talking about this before the show, so I was bringing it up. Like, there's like, because for those of you out there, like maybe some of y'all feel me, like you put it in the chat, you guys, like see where I'm coming from is like I'll put a pen to paper and I just cannot. Like in that moment, it's like I want to write, and then all of a sudden, like once that pen's in my hand, paper's there, I cannot think of anything that like. And it's like I could have had a great day.
It doesn't have to just be words. You could
draw. Okay.
You could write.
Yeah, there you go.
You could draw whatever you were thinking about that day. I mean, think of it also as artists. They have sketch pads, right?
Yeah.
Those are also
my journals are now just sketch pads. I just start doodling and like drawing. I'll be like, you know what? I can't think of anything I want to write. I'm gonna go ahead and work on a figure drawing.
There you go. That's the same thing. It's just anything on paper that you can remove from your mind and get it.
That's that.
Yeah.
That's that decluttering.
Decluttering your mind. Yeah.
Okay. So for the next question, have you noticed any differences in your mental clarity or emotional state after a consistent period of journaling? So like, it doesn't have to be recent. It could be like sometime before. It can be when you first started, or it can be recent, like if there's just been a string of good days.
For the storytelling journal, I feel very relieved after. It's like a day's done. That was a good day. If it happens again or I see those people again, then I'll write about it again.
Mhm.
But it's all good thoughts. If it's more like my calendar, like I'll have stuff here of like things I didn't get to do,
Okay.
and I'll kind of write to myself, why didn't you do
Yeah,
that?
get this thing done.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start wondering, like, do I even have this?
This is like my calendar one. I had stuff in here from this is back in 2020, so we were doing WebEx worship services.
Mm-hmm. What a crazy time.
Yeah, that's why I had a lot of time.
This
wasn't just
checklist for
the
every day.
29th. This was like February, all decorated. And I was really writing stuff down, like, okay, I got to do this for WebEx. I got to call so and so, and I learned somewhere that, especially with trying to remember stuff, if you write it and you physically feel yourself writing it, you remember it better.
Oh,
That's why I started doing.
I can't remember. That's not why I can't remember it. I never write things down. I'm just like, I'll remember that. And then the day will pass, I'll be like, oh, you know what? I was supposed to do something. And I can't even remember what. I'll just have that feeling like, there was something I was supposed to do.
I have so many notes all over in my phone. I used to write on my palm, and I stopped doing that.
Yeah, I used to do that too. Like, I was the only way I can remember things for.
Now that our phones are so
so
accessible, then I just write it there. Otherwise, I'll put them here and put like, okay, tomorrow you got to do this. And during COVID, I had a mission to read more books. So I started making, like, when I do the beginning of the month, I would put, okay, here's what we're going to try to read this month.
Oh, okay.
And I did it. I managed to read like a whole series of magical books.
My wife was so into that.
Magical book.
Judy really loved the magic books.
I read it like 3 times now. I read a lot of, I really love mystery novels. I read a lot of that too.
Wow, okay. I'm not a reader.
Speaker.
I'm a speaker.
I've always told you, instead of writing, I think you should do voice recording instead.
Yeah, I think I should probably just carry around like a tape recorder.
Just do it loudly so people don't think you're talking to yourself.
The problem too is I'm also a mumbler.
Put it on your collar so people think you're up to something.
I was putting it like a secret agent. Remember to buy the pens. Okay, so it looks like we got some comments coming in that we're gonna read through before we continue on in our topic. So we have Elnita Kanowski. Happy Saturday, greetings from Sacramento. Oh, I don't know if it was mentioned. Okay, this is from Sacramento.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out.
She's also a TSB officer and booklet officer.
Yes.
Kagari. Wow, you beat me again, Colin. You gotta be quick on the draw. That's why.
At the Ivy. Happy belated birthday at the Ivy.
Happy Saturday, tuning in from Sacramento. Anthony Antonio, Alapo, happy going from the local Sacramento district of Northeast California.
Happy Joyce.
We have Kat Joyce, greetings from the local Sacramento. Sacramento really supporting today, really coming out in droves. We love to see it. We love Sacramento.
I may have personally texted at the Ivy to watch.
Oh, okay. Okay, hey, for future guests, go ahead and let your friends and family know you're on the show. Don't be shy. We want them to watch. We got I thought happy viewing folks from Sacramento. We have Glenda Castro, good Saturday fun, dear brother. Hashtag NCL Lathrop. We got Kalela, hashtag NCL Sacramento for Purple Hearts, representing Sacramento well. Let's see if we can get some other people from Sacramento. We love all the Sacramento. Please continue. From Fairfield. Happy greetings to all INC members from Ecclesiastical Reading Corporation. Ecclesiastical District of Northeast California, local of Fairfield. Hashtag Fair Friends. That's like the little
Friends. I like that.
I like that. Emeritus Era. Hashtag NCL Sacramento. Happy viewing. We have Arian Bulanadi. Candace is a native speaker, so it's nice to have her on the show to pronounce the Tagalog last names.
Tony.
Tony Smith, I say that one. Yeah, there's continue to keep chatting. I believe we also have a question for those of you in the chat. Jordan, if we can go to the question.
Clea Rod,
Clea Rod, a longtime watcher, one of our favorite fans as well. Yeah, so there's I believe, an engagement question for those of you in the chat. Do you feel like seeing your thoughts on paper changes your relationship with them? That's something similar to like what you
Relationship with your
said.
thoughts.
Yeah, like the thing that you were thinking about, maybe, or like how you were viewing the thing that you are thinking about. Actually, while we're on it, do you feel like your relationship changes with like whatever it is you're writing?
Yes, I have more control over my emotions. Like if you know how sometimes you get very anxious. Say you do a silly thing, like you missaid a word in an important meeting.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it just
happens,
dawns on you the whole day. And then the next time you see that person, you're just thinking about it. Don't mess up, don't mess up. And you're thinking about it over and over and over. But if you
like
write
it's
it
consuming
down,
you now.
yes.
Yeah.
But if you write it down, you kind of release it, you declutter it.
Mm.
And then the next time you see them, you're like, oh, remember that time that happened? That was so silly.
Yeah.
You release it.
Do you because this is kind of like a thing me and Judy were talking about it in the car around right here.
Who's Judy?
Judy is my
No, I'm just
wife.
kidding.
For those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know, Judy's my wife. They have a young daughter, Theo. Shout out to them. And also shout out to Nelson. He's here in the studio.
Who's Nelson? No, I'm just kidding. That's my husband.
Also, we went to high school together, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
So that's my road dog. Yeah, like me and Judy were talking about this in the car. Like I like have trouble sleeping sometimes, especially like when I just like can't declutter my mind. Do you feel like you got like once you started like actually journaling? Do you feel like you were getting better sleep? General? Like, do you feel healthier just in general?
This is going to be the bad answer to that. The bad answer is because the amount of effort to decorate a page, you're going to be tired. You're going to be so sleepy. And if you're doing it late at night, you're probably working from a lamp. And God forbid you're drinking coffee. Then,
you're going to
get a good sleep because not only is your mind free, you're also like, okay, I'm tired anyway. I'm ready to sleep. Okay. And your mind's already in a state that you could just fall asleep.
It probably also like puts you like in a like it's almost like a nighttime routine.
Yes.
Like because like that's the thing. It's like I don't really have like a nighttime. Sometimes like it'll like I'll like get home. I'll like play with the baby, do a church thing.
You need to do
I'll just brush my teeth
through audio recording.
I know, maybe like once, like I'll try, maybe okay. My goal this week is just like sit down.
You need to have your own soliloquy before you sleep.
Yeah, that's true. Like I think what I'll do is like I'll set up a recording, like get my mic, my home mic.
Reflect on yourself.
Get it, like pop a soda pop, and then just like start talking, like it's like like some hydration, and then just really like
think of like you're talking to your idol, and what do you want to say to that?
Also like my brother. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, like I know he just talks at me.
How would your brother was
that's true.
How would you respond? That's what you can write or speak about.
I know. It's hard. It'd be hard to like. I don't know. It just is like because I guess the thing is too. It's like I feel actually what I should do is like do it in the car. That's when I talk to myself the most.
Can you talk and drive though?
Yeah, I'm a talker. I'm actually probably more articulate when I drive.
Don't do it if you can't do both.
Like I really talk. I really do a lot of talking. There are times where I'll be lost in thought and I'll start talking to myself in my mind, and then it'll come out and I'll forget. Like, oh, Judy's in the car. like I'll be like, yeah,
one-sided conversations, and you're like, why is she replying?
Like sometimes she'll like, she'll like look at me and be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I was like, talking. I was like, oh, I thought that was still in my brain. Like,
well, what if you have a really stressful day? Say if you work or things with church. How do you organize your thoughts, especially like today? How do you prepare for INCRadio?
Yeah, I think it. Just talk to myself in the car. Like I'm very much someone who like. I think you're right. I think I do need to do like journaling through like a recording.
Yeah.
And like that's how, because that's actually I think like, and then some people have been like, "Oh, dude, you're like a psychopath." Sometimes when I drive, I don't listen to anything.
Not everybody's a visual person. So if you're the type of guy who you like. You're okay with hearing yourself talk?
Yeah.
Then talk to yourself. Hey, tomorrow you gotta buy eggs.
Did you know there's like this condition though? And I didn't know this was a real thing like until like recently. So people can't hear an internal voice. Oh. Yeah. Well, I
used to think I was special. I remember being kids,
no, you are
probably
special.
Like 6, and I'd be like talking to myself and staring at my cousin. I'd be like, hey, do you hear that? She goes, hear what? And I just didn't know that it was just internal.
It was an
voices.
internal dialogue, yeah.
And I used to think I was crazy. And then my mom was like, no, that's just your brain.
Like people will just do that. Like most people can. There's like but apparently there's a very few select people. I don't know select, but like that. Like it's like not. They have difficulty like visually creating images or like imagining images or like having this in terms of. I think it's like I'm not even gonna make the attempt. Like there's a condition. Look it up. I don't know. But like it's like a real thing. It's a real thing. If you know what it is, like go ahead and let us know what it is. Like and maybe journaling is for that person. Who needs that. Like like who does need to declutter, but they can't like.
But the final question with journaling is, do you even like to write?
I do like writing. That's the thing. Is like I am
physically writing.
Yeah, but I don't think I like physically writing.
Hurting your wrist. Because I write with a heavy hand. So sometimes if I know I'm going to journal, I have to just be ready that my hand might hurt later.
Okay. Do you have anything like any special pens or like hand like creams or whatever that help kind of alleviate? Like, or is there just like certain things that this is just the thing I like to use?
So I started changing how I hold my pen. Because like before, my fingers would look like that. It was so bad form.
She's holding the pencil with all of the fingers.
And I changed how I write, and then I started getting thicker pens, and then it got better. And then I learned like, okay, don't put so much pressure onto your hand because you don't want to lose your skill of writing.
That's true. The arthritis, watch out for that.
Yeah. And now that with the digital world, it's who has a pen all the time? I think a lot of us have pens because we write notes when we attend service, but in general, people just write stuff on their phone.
Yeah, sure. I will like me and Judy do a thing where we just text each other random. It's like what we need to do or like a list of things. Like there's no intention. Like she'll know that like if I'm texting her this thing like with no context, it's like that's just
you journal.
It's just
text journal.
Oh, maybe
that's what it is. Judy is your text journal notebook.
She's here actually today, but she's shy. She's not gonna say anything. But yeah. Before we're starting to get closer to the end of the show, but before that, we need to talk a little bit about what's going on in our district. So if we can pull up the announcements. So the activity updates, we have our CBI Christian Brothers International Special Gathering and Graduate Recognition on August 23rd at 10 a.m. We also want to announce that there is now a CSD ASL app. For those who don't know what that is, like she's doing the thing. Okay, yeah. CSD is the Christian Society for the Deaf, and ASL is American Sign Language app, right? Which is the most commonly used app. Oh, no, sorry, it's the most commonly used type of sign language. There are other sign languages out there, but the most common one is ASL. So for those of you who maybe know someone or like want to learn ASL, there is now an app for it, and we hope to see you using it. Go ahead and teach yourself. We also continue. We also want to continue to ask that you guys chat in the chat in the comment section, and we also want to announce that we will be having our musical evangelical mission on the 31st at Hiram Johnson High School here in Sacramento. I believe that's at 5? Okay, yeah, 5 p.m.
Fun fact, I went to high school with him.
Oh, what? Yeah. And I went to high school with your man. So look at that. Yeah, obviously I've done it for a long time. So good for them. So back to the journal. Okay. Do you have like special pens that you like to use or like special notebooks? Actually, I think earlier you were kind of talking a little bit about like how you like this kind of branch to a different hobby of like making books.
Yes. So
making books.
Because I wanted to be so specific with what I wanted my books to look like. I started also being nitpicky with the cover. So this is actually the book that inspired me to make my own. I didn't make this, but I looked at it and I was like, okay, I like the way it looks, so this is the one I'm going to mimic. Unfortunately, all the books that I've made, I gave them away to my sisters. So I don't have them physically with me, but I have a sample of when I tested. This is the what it was
Oh, it's the
before-
graphic covers.
before
Okay.
it was finished. So yeah, you buy or you get a piece of strong cardboard. If you hear, that's like mid quality, and then you get the special paper glue and together, and you get like nice cardstock. And then I started trying to learn how to put what's this called?
A bookmark?
Yes.
The scrap.
And then you sew on the pages together, and it's not that hard,
Mhm.
but it does require patience. And the coolest thing that I learned through this process is they have this tool, this thing, it's called a bone folder.
A bone folder,
Bone.
like it folds bones.
Yeah, and I think the reason it's called that is because maybe back in the day it was made of bones.
Oh, like animal
I don't know,
bones.
but this is just
So
plastic, and this is what you use to make creases on the paper.
Oh, I think I've seen videos of people who do like origami.
Mhm. And then I learned how to make like the spine on the book
Oh, this
itself and how to make that crease in the fold.
Oh,
So yeah, I don't have copies of them because I gave them all away. I give them as gifts or like yearly. I make planners for my
Okay,
sisters
that's
when
cool.
they were my bridesmaids.
that was the gift.
Like each
Oh,
page
that's
I
so
made
cool.
it and I drew on it and I gave it to them. So
Oh, that's cool.
they tell me they use it, but who knows?
You're not gonna share your journal in that way. Have you looked back into your journal recently? Maybe too?
Yeah. So like I said, I made this journal back in COVID times. This was before I got married.
Uh-huh.
So I'd look back on it and see all the planning that I did with my husband and how we got to where we are. And I like to look back on this one because it's COVID times,
Mhm.
especially now that our services are fully in person. I like to look at it and say, oh, remember when we had to do WebEx this way? And we had to get all this equipment. And it's a good reflection of your growth.
Well, that's like a very cool way to like. I feel like we should just end it right there. Like, yeah, because like I think because it's like it's kind of like a snapshot into like not just like what you were doing, but it's like into like how you thought
Back then,
like
yeah.
at that time. Yeah, because like a lot of times you see pictures, it's like it's a snapshot of that time, but like you can't really think deep into like what was I going
What
through?
were you
was I
feeling
thinking?
when you took that
Yeah, what was I
photo?
feeling? And I think the cool thing with journaling, even though like we can't really like, I'm not good at it. It's like like you do get to kind of see like what did I think? Like sometimes I'll see things I used to write and then just be like, like I'm like I write things, but like and be like, oh, like man, like I really grew from this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to reflect on yourself. And I have a lot of that here. And, especially in COVID, there was a lot of times that people were just easier to be sad because we were all stuck at home.
Yeah.
So this had some sad comments, but not a full page of.
Yeah. But now we've grown.
Yeah.
And as we get closer to the end of our show, we're going to read the last couple comments and then do our closing. Thank you so much for being on the show today. So some comments that we want to read from Roger Hayek. I store my past journals in my mind. When you're writing in your journal, you may be inspired gracefully. Writing righteously is the inspiration needed gracefully. Yeah. Journal. So show Santiago, sorry. Journal just opening up reflects natural, authentic life. I love writing letters. These guys are like really putting out like, yeah. I love writing letters. I love letters and keeping letters from people. Tony Smith, there's a book entitled The Master Student. It's very helpful for the best time to study the various kinds of reading and the best time to memorize. Febby Panetta, shout out to Febby, another favorite fan. Journal most of the things I need to do on my phone calendar, so I won't forget my appointments and can always go back for a review. So
She knows what she's doing.
Eileen Dagdag, I do feel that when I write something down, I understand how I was feeling a bit more, or I can reflect more on what I've written. Hashtag NCL American Canyon. Shout out to Eileen. Writing is a great way to get it out of your mind and think more clearly. Christine Silva. Sometimes I don't know what to write, so I just word up and it helps. That's kind of like the one. NCL District. Writing makes your life broader. Your thoughts are reflections of what you are now and tomorrow. That is Capi. Shout out Capi. Vanessa Glindro. I think unloading truly does help you sleep better because you are in a more relaxed state already before even laying in bed.
Correct.
Okay. So as we reach the end of the show, do you have anyone you want to shout out before we close out?
No, they know who they are. Shout out to everybody who watched.
And then for me, shout out Judy, shout out Tiff, Nelson for being in the studio. And shout out Jordan on the ones and twos as always. Can I get back to the closeout real quick? So as we close out, again, we want to say a special thank you to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo B. Manalo, our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo, our district minister, Brother Pete Dela Cruz, our assistant district minister, Brother Willie Santos, our CFO overseer, Brother Nemo Pantaleon, our district multimedia advisor, Brother John Bennett Agustin, INC Radio station manager, Brother Wally Tarai, executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Andaya, and the entire INC Radio Sacramento team. And again, once more to all of you who watch, we really appreciate you guys watching and listening in. So tune in next Saturday, same time, same place. Get ready, get set, get on INC Radio Sacramento.
Thanks for having me.